reading porn. And I just kind of started, like, grinning. And he's like, what, really? What's wrong with him?
And you know what, ladies? The next time somebody gives you a hard time about getting your dirty on, ask them who reads Stuff, Maxim, or what are those other ridiculous, I'm not a dirty magazine, but I'm trying really hard to be.
Plastic bimbos.
Plastic, yes. Well, that's what they're filled with, definitely. Plastic bimbos. But yeah, I mean, that's funny, like, and it really is a double standard, I feel, like, slanted against females, which is crap. Like, if dudes can get their dirty on, why can't ladies get their dirty on? Ladies are a little classier, they want better artwork and better storylines, but... You know, like, but I think it's really weird that there's a double standard, and that's kind of one of the reasons why, like, when I was asked to do this, the first kind of yaoi-ish panel, I'm like, well, it's not just going to be butt stories, like, definitely, wait, and there's a guy with his hand up, and that's rare in this panel, so, yeah. I don't, you have to explain what that is to me. It can't shock me, really. I was the one that started laughing a few years ago when they handed us corn cobs, so... Talking about sexual harassment, no big deal. Oh, yeah, well, that happens in real life, too, so that's okay. That's, you know what, that's always been a big deal in hentai magazines forever. One of the first hentai doujin I saw, that was one of the character's special powers, is she could grow a wiener and use it. And so, like, that to me, and the weird thing is that was never weird to the dudes that read hentai, but I'm like, she's got a wiener. That's a wiener. Like, that's a wiener. Like, that counts as a wiener. Like, no, it's her magical girl power. It's a magical girl wiener. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's still a wiener. It doesn't matter if it's glowing. It's still a wiener. So, it's funny, but no, that's not, like, it's funny because nowadays that might have a little bit of a taboo attached to it, but it's really not. Like, I mean, not in the older, you know, doujin days. Huh?
Maybe a gender bender?
Well, in those stories, they weren't gender benders. They were girls that could summon a wiener out of their hair. But there classically have been transvestite characters in shows. I think back as far as like Fushigi Yugi, which I know is older for a lot of people, but that should have told. Yeah, when I started watching a lot of Fushigi Yugi, my friends should have gotten a little bit of a clue then. But that story, there is a character that is so convincingly female that people start, after they meet her, start grabbing other girls' boobs to make sure they're real. And I don't think that there is the taboo associated with transvestitism in Japan as there is in the States. There's the famous Roppongi Club where the women are so unbelievably like women, but they're not women at all. And it's considered high-class entertainment to go to this drag review in the Roppongi district. So it's not, I don't think that there is definitely the huge taboo with specifically transvestitism because I think there's a certain entertainment value to that and not, bye. I think it was the magical wieners that did it. No magical wieners for me. Yeah.
Earlier you mentioned something about video games, and I think yaoi is important to break that video game barrier. I know there's one popular game where women can have relationships with other women characters, but males can't with other males.
Imagine that.
Which is so silly to me because it's like, well, if you're going to allow one standard, you're going to have to allow another one because what are all the mans going to do?
What are the mans going to do? And we know what they do when they go to jail. Just saying.
Don't drop the soap.
But what is there's a PS? I mean, there's an Xbox game. What is it? Dragon Age. There's a breaking and entering scene in that game. And it's not. The cool thing about that is it's not played out as a rape or anything else. It is like, hey, would you like to lay down with me for the evening? Like, it's actually. So that's the first time I've heard about it in a major release, especially a major release that like all my dude friends were playing, and I'm like. Hey, is it true there's a gay scene? And they're like, yes, it is. They didn't like it, but they admitted to it, so, yeah.